Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'm Fox Fluger, also known as Health Witch. Today I'm making a little video showing you about some edible weeds in your garden. Some friends that you can just pluck out from anywhere, your backyard or the sidewalk, and you can consume it. A lot of these so-called weeds are very high in medicinal content, high in vitamins, and very tasty. Now, if you are eating anything that you found in a high traffic area or a place where you're not sure how clean the soil or the air is, you can pull the whole plant up by the roots and put it in a glass of water, and this will hydrate and clean out any or most of the toxins and pollutions from the plant, making it safe to eat. Now remember, anytime that we want to pick a plant, we should ask it first. And the way to know if it's not a vibe to pick that plant is you'll probably know. Trust your intuition. Now this beauty is known as mallow or marshmallow. So this plant is actually the namesake of the treat that we know as marshmallows. These leaves can also be eaten. The little baby leaves, these ones, oh, can you see that? Can be eaten just as they are. But with these larger ones, once again, you'd want to cook them up. So marshmallow is very soothing, very demulcent. So it will soothe a digestive system. You can also get the leaves, harvest them, dry them, and then smoke them. The roots itself as well can be used as a demulcent. So what you do is pull the whole plant out by its root, and then you dry it and pop it in some water. So little mallow, can I harvest you? Would that be okay? Seems legit. I'm gonna pull up the whole plant slowly but surely by the root. Yep, here we go. Lovely, demulcent-y, very soothing, very refreshing, very tasty. Thank you, mallow. This is chickweed. Hello, chickweed. So chickweed can be eaten just like a salad. These little leaves are very high in iron, and they're also very cooling. So this is great for people who have quite a hot and irritated digestive system or lots of inflammation throughout their body. Hey little chickweed, do you mind if I harvest some of you? Now this is a sweet little baby amaranth. Hey friend! So when these plants are nice and mature, the seeds will just come out. You can collect those and fry them up until they pop and eat them as a snack. But otherwise these leaves can be eaten as a spinach. So you can just cut them up, chuck them in your stir fries or in your soups, anywhere that you would normally use spinach. So, a lot of the species that we know as being weeds are actually invasive and can be quite noxious to the natural environment here. So, the more that you collect and harvest these weeds, the less likely they are to spread, which helps the native ecology and populations here. And who have we got here but a cheeky little dandelion that hasn't bloomed yet? Hey baby, or I mean, they bloom every single day. But look at this glory down here. So every part of the dandelion plant can actually be eaten. Once again, these larger leaves, use them in a saute, fry them up, and these little leaves, where are they? Show me the baby little leaves. They can be used for salads and things like that too. The flowers can even be eaten. You can make a nice mead out of those. You can pluck off those little petals and pop them on your salad. Dandelion is really great for the liver. Its leaves and its roots are especially bitter, and anything that's bitter is going to stimulate the production of bile within the hepatic system, and that's going to be great for cleansing the liver, which in turn is really positive for the whole digestive system and for the blood. I'm going to ask if I can have a little leaf just to have a snack on right now. So, hey dandelion, do you mind if I eat one of your baby leaves? Okay. Alright, so we got a nice little one. Just a tiny, oh, it just came straight off like it just wanted to be eaten. It's good. It's like a, it's kind of like a crunchy rocket. Maybe that was rocket. Okay, that was definitely rocket. But here is a nice little dandelion leaf. So I'm going to eat some of that. It's good. Not as tasty as rocket. You kind of want to put a bit of lemon or oil, a bit of salt on it as well. But it's still tasty. You may want to clean your greens a bit better than I have. Obviously, I'm just plucking them straight out of the ground. Some people's digestive systems will not be able to handle that, or their immune system if they're sensitive. So please, yeah, wash everything before you eat it, unless you just want to be a little dirt witch like I am. I've come into the front yard to introduce you to one of my favorite edible weeds, and that is plantain. So, plantain, also known as ribwort, is another really beautiful herb that helps heal. So this will heal ulcers and things like that in the digestive tract. Once again, you want to be eating these fresh little baby, new little leaves like this little bub right here. But the wonderful thing is that you can also use this little plant as a band-aid, and it's going to be very healing, soothing for the body. So let me show you how. Hey plantain, thank you so much for existing. Do you mind if I harvest some of you so I can show the good people about your magic? So I've just harvested a nice little leaf of plantain right here. And now if we want to be putting this onto a wound, once again, we would wash it first, make sure it's nice and clean, which I haven't done here. But to make a poultice, pop it in your mouth, chew on it a little bit, just so it's a little bit kind of moist and mushy. And then we find any injury that we have, little cuts, and you just put your plant, your little poultice, straight onto the injury there, and you hold it there until it feels cold. Once the plant feels cold on you, that's when it's finished making its medicine. So remember, I'm not a doctor, and so these are all just suggestions, but I would recommend looking up all of these plants and herbs before you consume them to see if there's any interactions or side effects. Might be some allergies. You do what's right for you, and you know, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Alright, these have been some hot health witch tips about how you can eat out of your own garden, learn how to identify edible weeds, and help the environment a little more. All this yummy food and medicine makes me really happy. Oh, hello calendula.